how do we rethink the way people live? And that's not to reinvent the wheel, but how do we find that 10%, the 20% that we can tweak, make better, make more exciting? How can we bring something small but new to this development? A storyline which excites, which inspires, and which lends a certain dynamism to the project. So in this instance, for Green Park Village, it was about this ridiculous, almost ridiculous question of starting with how do we create a 4 or 5 acre park which takes up 30-40% of the land in a high-rise development. And that's a vision for the project, to create a project around a park, and the park not as a secondary thing, not as a leftover thing, but the key idea behind the project. We think about sustainability, we think about how buildings are able to allow us to live better tomorrow than it is today, or at least similar to it is today, and not worse off. That means thinking about how the building ages. That means thinking about the infrastructure that goes into building a building and how that affects the environment around us. That means selecting the right species of plants to allow them to grow and thrive and not become a burden. I think we've been very lucky as architects and designers on this project to work with a team, developer included, and other stakeholders who are committed to create a place that is diverse and that has many layers. It's not just about rooms and keys and number of floors or how tall the tower is, how many car parks. It was more about how can we create an environment and almost an ecosystem with a combination of retail spaces, parks, places that we can gather, places that you can go and retreat and to be private on your own, living spaces, spaces to recreate, spaces to spend with your families, spaces to exercise, spaces to just get out and get lost in nature. It was about a brief which brought all that together. So we were very lucky to have a team of people who were very committed to this idea from the very, very start. And that's followed through to the end.
Green Park Village is situated in a very good location in Semenyih, with accessible from the highway and main road. It is a curated retail concept. We will be bringing the forest of Semenyih to the retail sector with a park. We will also introduce covered canopies and walkways, F&B pods in the middle of the park, sidewalks, public art, event spaces for the community. The commercial spaces in Green Park Village will be on rental only. It is for better management control in terms of its merchandise mix and organized marketing events as a whole. The retailers in Green Park Village are assured of sound management who understands retail. It will be a curated and controlled tenancy mix, and there will be ongoing marketing events and campaigns.
Having the building with separate entrance, meaning that this building can be very done perfectly for visitors, so there will be no complaints from residents in this building. We will also work with wedding companies. I was a Kajang boy. Semenyih is a place where a lot of people are there and there is insufficient wedding grounds. There's a lot of universities around. And with that in mind, we are also working with China tourism and a lot of other different countries. Semenyih is situated less than 1 hour away from KLCC and less than 1 hour away from KLIA. It's strategically located among these two places, and we are very confident with the returns.